guys! So today I'm back at it again with a new video and I'll be talking about how I practice mindfulness. So if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Katrina and I share videos regarding self-growth and life lessons and I upload twice weekly. So if you like this kind of content and you resonate with me, I would love if you subscribe to my channel and we can share this journey together. To me, mindfulness is being aware of our thoughts and feelings and how we are responsible for our emotions in our everyday lives. Emotions are things that do affect us a lot. We think that we wake up with a bad day or things just don't go our way, but I've come to learn that we are masters of our emotions, and if we learn to practice mindfulness in our everyday lives, a lot of good things, abundance and happiness will just come our way more and more. The first tip that I often do to practice mindfulness is to note down things that bother me, affect me or trigger my emotions, especially when it's negative and especially if I find myself getting angry or feeling uncomfortable over the same things over and over again. I make sure that I note them down so that I know that they are a signal that I need to do something about it. Instead of writing it on your phone or using your computer, I rather just take that extra mile to write it on an actual notebook with a pen. I feel like when I'm writing with a pen, I'm able to sit with my feelings and my thoughts a lot more, and I slow down a lot more rather than just anxiously feeling that way. When I write, I feel a lot more calm. So this is why I would much rather write and note down things instead of just jolting it quickly on my phone. I remember how I used to be very bad tempered and I would throw my tantrum on like my boyfriend when I had one, or like just my family members even when I couldn't deal with my own emotions. But when I started to practice mindfulness, now I know that the first thing I need to do when I have feelings or emotions is just, be aware of it. Things when you create a habit, after 21 days, if you start to create a habit of awareness, I swear your life will start to change. I also believe that in times of challenges and adversity, when we learn to sit with them and note them down, you will grow out of them a lot more. If you are not even able to sit with your own negativity and your flaws and imperfections, I don't think that we would truly be able to overcome them, and a lot of times they just keep coming back. So this is a very important thing which sounds so simple, but yet so many people don't choose to do it in their everyday lives. So they find themselves going into loopholes of the same cycles of everything happening and they just keep blaming the world, but they don't know that they are the ones who create their own lives. So I swear that once you start to know that you are the one who creates your own life, you will be so much more happy and you will think that life is just a game, and it's very fun when you know how to be a strong player of it. Number 2, earlier on, I mentioned about noting down the negativity, the not so pretty parts, but I also really love and enjoy noting down times of happiness. I think that happiness nowadays is very easily taken away. Like when you buy a new watch, when you have a good meal, you only remember how good it felt for like one day or like some people even 1 hour. But I found that noting down it more would make me feel the emotions deeper, and I would find myself constantly creating happiness because I know that it exists when you see it. It doesn't happen when you buy something or when you eat something or when you hug or when you kiss. It happens when you choose to feel it and you're able to release it. This was so huge to me. Like, I would love to know if you also feel that way after noting down your happiness. Our mind is filled with so many things these days, and sometimes it just alternate deletes what it wants to. But if you cultivate a high level of consciousness and awareness, I'm sure that you'll be the master of your mind and not the servant of it. The next tip that I have to practice is to accept your flaw and work towards it. For example, I grew up not being able to focus well. I'm not someone who has a very high level of focus span, so I often find myself doing many things at once and my productivity was very low. What I did was I would deliberately force myself to complete a task by a certain period of time just so I could tell myself that I can overcome this. I can be someone who focuses well if I choose to. And it was so cool because I could successfully experience a different version of myself, and I'll prove myself wrong that no, I'm not who I'm used to be and I can be better because I choose to be better. I also trained my focus up by forcing myself to read 50 pages of a book every day. You guys don't even know how amazing it felt. And it's a feeling that no one can take away. You have that power in you if you know how to create happiness out of little things and if you learn to invest in yourself. So the next point that I have is to learn how to invest in yourself. Many times we get caught up in different versions of people and things, how other people live their lives. A lot of the time and energy we have already put onto other people instead of ourselves. Knowing ourselves and taking care of ourselves, realizing that, oh no, your sleep schedule hasn't been that great, so let's improve it. In, oh, I've just not been feeling good, what can I do to make myself feel better? I like to make sure that the time that I'm putting onto myself is a lot more than what I put onto the rest of the world. I often believe that I am enough, all of the other things will just come. And of course you have to do the work too, but if you're not even doing the bare minimum of taking care of yourself and being mindful and having a healthy state of being, I don't see how you would even be happy or fulfilled even if you end up achieving everything else in the world. And that's personally. I also believe that we love and enjoy better and more intensely in our lives. We're more complete and nourished. Lastly, be your own reminder at all times. Life may be all over the place, so we find it hard to catch a breath sometimes. It's so important to me to stay in alignment so we're able to continuously get back on track and create the life we desire. More tips and useful ways on how I cultivate alertness and frequent reminders will be up on my channel as well as a lot of other content. So do tag along this journey with me as we continue to experience the beauty of life together. Good vibes always. Thanks for watching.